What's up, guys? Paramoto back at you with another video. How are you guys doing today? Today I am fantastic. It is like September and it almost feels like it because it's barely even 80 degrees out right now. It's 79. Today I have a bit of a topic video for you, and that topic is, can you ride a Panigale cross country? So I made a mention not long ago about doing another road trip soon, and you know what the limits of a Panigale would be, and like would it be possible to ride a Panigale totally cross country? Personally, I know people have done it. I know people have done it. I think it's Moto Dutchman, who's on YouTube, who's actually rode a Panigale 1199 quite a fair piece around the country. His bike actually got wrecked. Somebody fucking plowed into the back of his like 1199 that's been everywhere, like been beat to shit, hell and back, and some stupid bitch fucking ran into the back of his bike, you know. But I was thinking, you know, a lot of people treat these bikes as like, you know, cafe bikes. Like, I go to the coffee shop, I go back home, you know, and it's like, they don't have to be treated like that. You can actually take these on road trips and tour on these bikes. There are people that have done it. There are people that will do it again. And do I need to be one of the people that do it again? I don't know. So I've ridden this bike. The longest I've ridden it is about 500 miles in a day. I think the longest distance, basically around the longest distance in the country, is about 3,000 miles total, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 miles. So I mean, that's a pretty good chunk of 3,000 or 4,000 that I did in one day. Now I think if you were gonna ride this bike across country, you would have to break it down into not that far. But like, I think if you like split a day in half and went like, in the morning I'm gonna go 200 miles, in the afternoon I'm gonna do 200 miles, and I'm gonna do that every single day until I get to my destination, I think you could do that. I think that is in the realm of possibility on a Panigale. Now I will say there are a couple of issues with the Panigale that you probably need to take into account. And one is that you are really far forward on this bike. It is a race position all day long. So a lot of times when I ride for a long distance, I have to like, my fucking throttle hand will like get numb. So like I'll have to do this for a while. Like after about an hour or two, I gotta shake out my hand to get some blood back in it. So that's something that you probably don't have to do on like, let's say like a GS or like, you know, any other big touring bike or whatnot, you know. But you ride what you're passionate about. If I'm passionate about sport bikes, I want to ride across the country on a sport bike, you know, that's my prerogative. Are there better bikes for it? Yeah. But right now, like if you think about it, so I'm perched up going about 50, you know, I'm kind of crouched over, I have my wrist as pretty flat. Well, I could stay like this for a long time, and I've done it, you know. I could stay on this bike longer than I could stay on my Honda CBR 600RR, and that's just fact. Now, I didn't have like a special seat on my CBR, like my seat needed to be replaced towards the end, but I could put miles on that bike, and I had done it before. So, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility of things that you can do on a Panigale. Like, it's not your butt that hurts, it's really is the wrists are the weak link. I think if, you know, maybe you were planning on riding the bike across country, you could probably work out a lot and just, you know, do a lot of benching and a lot of like, you know, overhand curls and stuff, and you get your wrists pretty strong, and you probably have less of an issue, and your wrist would be used to getting beat up a little bit, and you'd probably fare a lot better, to be honest with you. Another thing that's kind of an issue is I ride with only a backpack. So if you were going to do this, you would have to ride real light or get luggage. I don't like the idea of putting luggage on these bikes just because it ruins the aesthetic appeal for me, and you are not paying attention and you're old. But it ruins the aesthetic appeal for me. So I would drive really light. Like, I would have a backpack and I would have my electronics in it, and then I would have, you know, like a change or two of clothes, and then I would just get it, you know, and I would just, you know, have to go to like you know, I'd get a hotel here and there where I could do laundry. Ooh, just stepped out a little bit. Hotel here and there where I can do laundry, and I would just do my, well, like wash my clothes. And it's what I've done before on road trips is instead of taking a crap load of clothes, I've just made sure I had access to like a washing machine. What the fuck are you doing? You were like stopped in a blind curve. You're a fucking idiot. But anyway, that's what I usually do on road trips, is I will literally pack as light as possible and just make sure that I have some kind of access to washing machines, because that's something that takes up like the bulk of your room in your pack, is your clothes for every day. So if you're packing for a 5-day trip, your bag's gonna get really big. So I would pack like 2 days worth of clothes. I would pack like a first day and a second day, and then just assume on like the second day night or the third day I would have to get a hotel instead of like camping or something like that. But I guess on this trip, if you're not packing anything, you have to go to a hotel. So I guess that's the point. Like, travel light and prepare yourself physically for it. Another thing that you'd probably have to do is map out all the Ducati dealerships. I'd probably get a service beforehand and get fresh tires put on, and then, you know, plan a service probably midway to get an oil change and everything like that, and then come on back. Like if I was gonna go like North Carolina to like California or something like that, to California, that's probably what I would do. But honestly, I think it would be something you could absolutely do on a Panigale, and then you would have your fun bike with you. If you like, you know, you're heading from North Carolina to California, make sure you can go through like Deal's Gap and like the Tail of the Dragon and stuff, and like that's like your first night right there, is drive out, drive the tail, and then drive out from Deal's Gap from there. Holy crap-tastic. I think you could plan a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff between, you know, North Carolina and California. I mean, you can go through the south, you can go through, you know, the desert. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be a pretty wild experience, like going through 100 to 200 miles of just straight desert where you don't see anybody or anything for a long time. That's got to be wild. House for sale for cheap. Hello. So what do you guys think about that? Like, I want to know your opinions on touring cross country. What bike you guys would take. I would definitely need to get this bike wrapped, because I'm not going to beat the shit out of my bike that I've been paying for a while. You know, I just don't want to beat up on it, you know. So I'd probably get it wrapped, and then I'd probably end up doing like a vote on what color to wrap it, you know. Like I'd totally get it like purple or something ridiculous, like hot pink. Touring the country on a hot pink Panigale, like a chrome pink. Can you imagine a chrome pink Panigale going down the road? Ain't nobody gonna fucking turn out in front of you. There ain't no way you're not gonna be able to fucking see that. It'll be hilarious. I think I ended up going the wrong way. Oh well. Fucking hit me. Please don't fucking hit me. Please don't fucking hit me. Man, people suck. I think to like go on the Pacific Coast Highway and then up to like North Carolina to California, and then up the Pacific Coast Highway to Seattle. I've always wanted to go to Seattle. And then from there, like, I mean, I guess you have a lot of very rural states on the way back. So I don't know. Probably take a long time if you did that way. But that'd be really cool to go up like the Pacific Coast Highway and then do like you know, go up to like San Francisco and all the cool cities on the way back. That'd be awesome. Like, you end up like taking the south, so you go through Texas and New Mexico and Arizona, then you come on over to California, go south to San Diego, and then up from there. So you can go like San Diego, Los Angeles, you know, San Francisco, and then all of Northern California. And then from Northern California, go to Oregon, you know, like go up to like Portland and then Seattle and stuff. I think that'd be awesome. Alright, I know where I'm at now. I'm not totally lost. The cool thing about my job is like I get a lot of time off, and that's like the biggest perk of working where I work, is that I get a crap ton of time off. That would be the biggest deterrent for most people, right? Because not everybody gets a crap load of time off all the time. So like, you could get a motorcycle and then you can drive it for a long time, but like, do you have the option to take a lot of time off of work if you need to? I do. I'd have to request it, but you know, I could get paid the whole way out. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't miss a single paycheck. You know, and barring anything like catastrophic, I would be fine. You know, like the bike blows an engine or something like that. You know, I'd be fine. You know, it'd be cool as shit though. Yeah, I guess so. I think we've nailed a couple things down. You would have to get the time off, prepare for it, plan it accordingly. But after that, dude, you'd probably be fine. You'd be fine. You'd be good to go, man. I don't know. I think it's totally possible. Riding in a certain style, I think it would be absolutely totally possible to take a Panigale on a 3,000 mile trip and back. I don't see how you would have any problems with it, to be honest with you. I think it'd be pretty fun to be talk about a month out alone on your motorcycle, away from people, just you and your headphones. I don't know, guys, that sounds pretty awesome to me. So speaking of cross-country trips, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but there's a cross-country trail that is like, I forget what the ratio is, like it's a majority dirt and gravel trails, and it's literally just planned out so you can take a dual sport across the country and very rarely hit highways and have to just trudge a mile on a highway. That is very interesting to me. Like, I could see getting a DRZ 400 and some very minimal camping gear and just booking it across country. That would be the ultimate road trip. I mean, can you imagine literally just spending an entire month just out in the woods riding your motorcycle? Dude, just go around, you fucking idiot. Oh my good lord. Holy fuck! Man, people are dumb. Well, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Do I think it's possible to take a Panigale across country? Absolutely. With preparation. So anyway, that's where I'm going to leave you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.